the Edge CTS3 monitor. What all can you do with it? Is it worth the buy in 2023? We're about to find out in this video. Stay tuned. For this example, we are using the 7.3 liter Powerstroke behind me. This is my 7.3 liter Powerstroke, and that is what I have the Edge CTS3 monitor on. But the Edge CTS3 monitor can be used for all other diesels like the Cummins and Duramax as well. But I'm going to be going over some of the pros and some of the cons of the Edge CTS3 monitor and what all you can really do with it. So I've been driving with this Edge CTS3 monitor for probably about 3,000 miles. I've had it on there for about 3 weeks now. Some of the main things that I can do with my Edge CTS3 is monitor my horsepower, my boost, my engine speed, my transmission temp, my IAF, which is the internal air filter temp. The only thing that I can't monitor, guys, with this is the fuel mileage and the fuel level, which is a real turnoff for me. Honestly, one of the main reasons why I would even buy this thing was to measure my fuel mileage, and I can't do that with the Edge CTS3 monitor, which is kind of disappointing, but I'm sure I can get a sensor for that to monitor my fuel level and my fuel mileage. If you guys know how to do that, let me know down in the comments. When I first installed the CTS3 monitor, I had a bunch of people in the comments saying that I was gonna, after like a week or two, it starts to buck up on you and it starts to shut off randomly. I have not seen that problem yet with this, and I'm really glad I haven't seen this problem with it. All around, like, it's been super good to me. Personally, I wouldn't buy it in 2023. I just don't really need it. There's no reason to be monitoring all this stuff. And I know there is some more things I could be doing with this monitor, but I know that I don't really need to be monitoring my boost, engine speed, and stuff like that, because I can monitor all that on the dash anyways. If I was to go back, I would not purchase this monitor. I would mainly, honestly, purchase the chip that comes with the monitor that makes it faster and stuff, so that way you can kind of have like an all-around deal. As you guys know, I have the Hydra chip on my truck. I would go ahead and cut the Hydra chip out and put the Edge chip that they have. So Edge actually has a chip that you can put into your PCM that tunes the vehicle as well as monitors it. So I would do both of those. That way it's kind of compatible with the monitor that I'm using. Unfortunately, the Hydra chip tuner is not compatible with the monitor I'm using, so it doesn't really matter what kind of tuner I'm using. If it's not the Edge one, it won't monitor right with the monitor that I'm using. So, however, guys, the Edge monitor actually hooks up to your PCM. So the good thing about that is I can get trouble codes on my Edge monitor. I did have a service engine light on for quite a while. It's still on, but I know what the problem is now because of my Edge CTS3 monitor. I was actually able to check the diagnostics and check the trouble codes. And one of the trouble codes was the ICP sensor that I installed about 2 months ago that isn't working. I bought them online and it is a complete dud. So I'm gonna have to replace that. Thanks to my Edge CTS3 monitor, I was able to see that. So my dad has one of those portable ones that you can just plug into the PCM and check it. For some reason, it wasn't able to check it, portable one, but as soon as I installed that Edge monitor, it pulled it up in seconds and I was able to see what was wrong with the truck. The other good thing about this monitor is the install. It was one of my easiest installs I've ever had to do on the 7.3 Powerstroke, and it took me like literally 5 minutes. All you gotta do, guys, is run the wire through the thing, plug it in, zip tie some things up, and then you're done. I have a full video installing it. If you guys wanna see that, I'll leave it at the end of the video. So what all can you do with the Edge CTS3 monitor? Let me show you right now. We've got the monitor pulled up here. As you guys can see, this is my basic default layout. We've got the boost, we've got the engine speed, we got the torque, we got our speed down here, we got our fuel level. Unfortunately, the fuel level doesn't work. As you guys can see, we are at half a tank right now and it says 0%, so clearly doesn't work. Much of a load the engine's under, so 17% right now at idle. And then the ABS, that's my foot pedal, as you guys just saw right there. Runtime, that's how long the truck's been on, and then horsepower, of course. So what we can do here is we can actually slide up, we can check our diagnostics. So we can do this. This is kind of like the main reason why I even bought this. It has our trouble codes here. As you guys can see, we got all sorts of trouble codes, but this one doesn't really matter. Oh shit, wasn't trying to do that. I do have an ICP sensor that is not working, so I gotta replace that. But this is kind of the main reason why I bought it, because it was showing me what was wrong with my truck. I can actually record with this thing too, which is really nice. I can change my theme settings, my different wallpapers. We can do tuning, but you have to have the tuner, guys. That's where I fucked up on. Go to the Hydra chip tuner, I'd put the Edge tuner on there. You can do performance tests, which is nice as well. Like 0 to 60, 0 to 100s, quarter-mile tests. The main layout, guys, a lot of videos I didn't see like how you change it. Literally what you do, so let's say we want to change the TFT, because I don't even know what it is, we double click on it. So you double tap it, do all these. So look at all these cool mods that we have. So this is our basic PIDs. We can do horsepower, fuel pressure gauge, engine speed, corrected vehicle speed. Oh, let's do that. So yeah, we can measure all of this stuff, guys. Percentage grade, we can see at what angle we're sitting on right now. Let's do the trip, because I like that a lot more. Trip, we can save that, and then I'm gonna change the torque here, because I don't really need that. I do want to keep the horsepower on it though. But this is where, guys, if you do have the tuner on it, you can actually check your fuel mileage right here. We can look at all these kinds of things right here. So you have the clutch, which we don't need the clutch. We have an automatic transmission, but we got cooling, electrical, emissions, engine. We can check the engine, glow plugs. Actually, I probably need to check that, I'm not gonna lie. Fuel, we can check the fuel trim, hardware, ignition, intake, miscellaneous stuff, performance, status, throttle, transmission, and a lot more with the basic PIDs as well. So you can check a whole lot of stuff on this, which is really nice. They have a whole lot of different modes. I know that the Edge CTS 2 doesn't have as many modes as this one does. The only unlucky thing is that I've tried for hours, guys, to get the fuel mileage on here, and I just can't seem to get it. So the only unfortunate thing about the Edge CTS 3 monitor is that you can't monitor your fuel mileage. Now, if you are gonna monitor some other things, I know you have to get sensors for a lot of the other stuff. Fuel level, you have to get sensors. Luckily though, they do sell the sensors on the Edge CTS 3 website that you guys can go and pick up that are completely compatible with the Edge CTS 3 monitor. That is all that you can monitor with the Edge CTS 3 monitor. This exact Edge monitor will be linked down below if you guys want to purchase it. That is all you can do with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to watch more, there'll be more up here or down there. Don't forget, we got more. This is kind of a one-off video, guys. So I do have a Cummins versus Powerstroke coming out Wednesday, and then Friday I'm going to do another video for you guys. So make sure you guys are subscribing. That'll be it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.